Hello and welcome to Divinely Guided 999. Ooh, excuse me. My name is Lynetta, and before I get started with the message for today, I ask and give thanks to the universe for guidance, protection, and assistance with this reading. So it is important that you be determined and focus on your goals at this time. It's some type of loss that you've experienced, and it caused you to be thinking small. Yep. It caused you to be thinking small with shelter popping out right here. Caused you to be thinking small, holding back from what it is that you've been wanting to accomplish. And I feel like it's like being stuck in between the two. And that's why it's important that you be determined and focused on accomplishing your goals, because right now you're thinking small and you're going in between the two of whether you should stay determined and focused or whether you should scale back or just stop doing what you've been focusing on doing altogether. Yeah, with happy outcome coming out like this is you not knowing exactly how things are going to work out for you. So it's some type of loss that you've experienced, and you feel like you have to direct your focus elsewhere, and instead of being focused on your goals. And there's a need for me to say that usually that happens. Usually when you are so focused and determined on accomplishing whatever goal it is that you have set for yourself, it seems like obstacles just come in the way, where it's like one thing after another. And it's like, how bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough that you continue to keep going anyways? Because I feel like because of some type of loss that you're going through right now, it's causing you to second guess yourself. It's causing you to feel like the outcome that you thought you could have had for yourself may not be the outcome that you will have for yourself. This is something that you were doing on the side, but it's like now you're in between when it comes to what it is that you were manifesting for yourself, whether or not you can actually manifest it. Yeah, and it's because things aren't in order. It's some type of loss. Well, get your house in order and reverse. It's some type of loss that you've experienced. Things are not in order in your life right now, and it's causing you to feel like you are being in a position to where you got to do what you got to do. And what it is that you want to accomplish have been set to the side and put like on a back burner. Is because in order to get yourself in order, you feel like you have to do what it is that you have to do. And it's going to be something that you don't even want to do. And I feel like it's because you're not thinking about how sometimes, as I just said, when you are accomplishing something, like when you are almost on the brink of stepping out on faith with whatever it is, things tend to come up. And it feels as if I have to go back to the same things that I know how I can get myself out of this situation. And that's usually what happened. And it's like you're not thinking that maybe if you keep going and be determined and focused enough to keep going after the goal that you have set for yourself, you then will be on the brink of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, the things that you're manifesting, the things that you've been manifesting, you will be able to see that. But it's like once you start thinking small, you start to procrastinate and have yourself being at a standstill because of now you're indecisive. Not thinking, with living life right here. So this to me is about you being more in survivor mode instead of you living life. And that's something that you've been manifesting, been wanting for yourself, is so that you can be able to live the life that you want to live, the life you feel that you deserve, and so that you don't have to be living in survival mode. And this is also interfering too with things that you used to do. And I feel like right now you being tested. Right now it seems like things are not working out for you. Things are not going in order in the way that you wanted it to. You feel like your manifestations is on hold right now. And that it has to be put to the side. At least for right now. This is how you feeling. Abuse is right here, but it came out like this. So it's like you in between going back to old habits, old ways of doing things. You're in between being in a place where it is what it is, and then being in a place to where you're upset that things are the way that it is. Because you don't see how the outcome for yourself is going to even out. And it causes you to start thinking about giving up on the work that you have already put in. Because you feel like things are not at ease for you. It's worth it is right here sticking out, if you can see it. If you can, there you go. It's worth it. So it's worth it for you to keep that focus and that determination towards your goal so that you can accomplish it. It's, even though right now you're going through a major time of being put in like uncomfortable predicaments. Like I said, like obstacles, one thing after another. Things just not going in the way that you expected it to go in. Things seem so out of order. It seems like, you know what, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. But that's not the case. I feel like right now you're being tested. And know that what you're going through is going to be worth it in the end. Let's see what the other cards is underneath this worth it. Yeah. You can be feeling frustrated at this time due to things not working out. But this card, it reads, it says the beginning of action and taking initiative, being creative, and the birth of new ideas and inspirations can also, and this can also represent the seed of life, because you're manifesting a new life for yourself. This is what you've been manifesting, and this is like the things that are not working out for you is actually like clearing a path for you. And far is right here, but it's like this. It's like you feel like you're far away from your manifestations, but really you're closer than you realize. It's just the way that you wanted to get it is not in the way that you thought it was going to happen. Like, I feel like in order for these manifestations to come through for you and for you to create this life this new life that you want for yourself, it's going to cost you your old one. It's going to cause you to lose out on things, losing things not going in your favor, things not working out, things being out of order, things just seeming like it's just crashing out, like it's just not working out. But really, it's like you're closer. Look at that. with sign, oh, you can't even see, with sign right here. It's closer than you think. And those are your signs. You know, sometimes it feels as if though if everything is not working out for you, it's because you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. But when it comes to you manifesting something and you actually working towards that manifestation and working on your goals, and you've been determined, you've been focused all this time, and now it just seems like, dang, this not working, this not working. That's because it's a distraction. It's like you're trying, not you're trying to, but it's like a distraction from trying to keep you from reaching that manifestation that you are so deserving of. That's your sign that you are closer than what you realize. And this is like you having these in and out, indecisive, not knowing exactly what you should do, whether you should continue on when it comes to accomplishing your goals you have set for yourself, or whether you should just put it on hold for now. This is something that you've been in and out of your head thinking about for the last maybe 2 weeks. But it's like a decision has to be made, because you're not going to be able to continue to be dwelling on what you should or what you should rather do. It's like this way of thinking, the things that you are thinking when it comes to your situation, you're going to think about it for a bit, but then eventually a decision is going to have to be made. And I feel like that decision is about you doing things, feeling like you should go back to doing things the way that you should have done. And you may feel like going back to doing things the way that you should have done, just to change your situation so things can start working out for you again. So things can be in order, so you won't be losing anything. Yeah, look, with relieved right here. So you can have a sense of relief. Bullies, this can be speaking of you feeling like life is just beating your ass right now. Like life is lifing right now. And if you go back to the old ways of you doing things, at least you would know that things will and can be in order for you. But with them being right here, that might not be the best decision, because you will find yourself back doing something that you didn't want to do in the first place. Because for you to set a goal for yourself, to manifest a certain life for yourself, that is the life that you actually want and the life that you actually desire and deserve. So when you choose to go back to the old ways of doing things just so you can live, like I said, like being in survival mode, that's not going to feel good to you. Eventually, that's going to start to irritate you on a spiritual level. Like your soul is not going to be in agreement because you chose to do something else. And it's because you realized what it is that you wanted to do. See, it was okay for you to do things the way you used to do before you came to the realization of what it is that you wanted to do, what it is that your passion was. Now that you know that, it's like put the work in. Be determined and stay focused so that you can reach that goal. Even when obstacles are thrown your way, look at that as a sign that you are closer than what you realize. It doesn't mean that you're not on the right track or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. It means that you're just close enough. And if you keep on going, you're going to get through it. Because like I said before, your old life is going to cost you, your new life is going to cost you your old one. And you're worthy of this. Like I said, distance is right here. Feeling like you're far, but really you're not. You're closer than what you realize. And once you become at peace with things being what it is and not being so caught up in things being the way that it is, but make peace with the outcomes of things not going in your favor, or things not going the way that you wanted to, things not working out in order, whatever the case may be. Once you make peace with that, then that's like you saying it is what it is. You know, you hold no attachments to anything. Because, look, we're intact. Hold no attachments to anything. Because what I was about to say is, because when you are manifesting, manifestation sometimes cause things to happen a certain way for you to get exactly what it is that you want. But if you want everything to be intact, it's going to be hard for you to let go of old ways of doing things. It may even take you back to old ways of doing things, just so you can stay in feeling like, okay, you're still living. You're still able to afford to pay bills. You're still able to afford to pay this. You still, but pretty much you will be in survival mode, all while keeping things intact. Yeah, with the barrier to success. And that would be, like I said, you will be in survival mode. And with barrier to success right here, that just means that, okay, yeah, you can go and you can do things like how you used to do, and you know that you can benefit financially from it, and it can help you out. But that can still be a barrier to you, because you're not doing what your soul has called you to do. So you will be showing up every day to a job that you are not in alignment with. And it's going to cause you to change your mind on that, because your soul is not going to allow you to stay somewhere where your time has been up. Yeah, with feelings. You're going to start feeling, you're going to start feeling exactly what I just said. And that feeling is going to start like very subtle, where it's like, okay, you have a feeling of, I'm getting so tired of this job. Then it gets stronger and stronger, and then it will get so strong to where you just feel like, you know what, this ain't for me. And then eventually you get pushed right back in to what it is that you gave up on in the first place. Yeah, look, this not for me. Even though it can benefit you, you just won't be happy with where you're at, because it's not something that you feel that you want to be doing or that you're meant to do. And you are closer than you think. So you're contemplating on whether you should stay down and keep moving forward. You're not even thinking about that. Honestly, you're thinking about doing what it is that you have to do in order for you to still stay afloat and keep your head above water. But yeah, things are not working out in your favor. But know that you are closer than what you think. With assistance in reverse. And that's underneath living life. And I feel like this living life, let's see. Because I feel like this living life with assistance in reverse is speaking of the old life that you have to give up so you can create this new life for yourself. And you have to allow, because you're not, that's exactly what it is. You're wanting to have a certain life for yourself, but you're not taking action. You're indecisive whether you should take action towards creating that life that you want for yourself. And I keep feeling like this life that you're wanting to create for yourself is going to cause you to give up some things. And that's what you in disapproval of. You don't want to be without. And I feel like right now you are without something, or you're on the verge of being without something. Whether it's a job, a car, a house, I'm not sure, but this is something where it's like it makes you feel as if though if you do not have this, then you will be out here just struggling. And some of y'all probably don't even have the help from family, if that was to be the case for you. Yeah, I feel like this has to do with instability and like some changes happening in your life that is causing it to feel like it's just not in order, and you are having uncertainty around your situation. And you conflicted with which way you should go. And I feel like you have different opinions. I feel like you are stuck. And I keep saying this throughout this reading. You are stuck between like what you should do. And this may not be a large problem like you may think it is or feel that it is. Like if you just work together with someone or with others. So let's see. These came out sideways like this. Yeah, it's some this is speaking of what you've started and how it's undone. It's still things that you have to do in order for your goals to actually be accomplished. You're in between. It's like you're waiting for something to come in, but you know, like, what exactly is it that you're waiting on? How can you be waiting on something to come in if you actually have nothing to be waiting on? It's like you're expecting, I feel like, a blessing or like a miracle to happen or something. Like you're expecting something to happen. And you realize and you know that when it comes to your initial goals, that there is more work that needs to be done. Needing to put in more progress. Because when it comes to the initial success, there is a need for even more planning so that you can keep moving forward and heading in the right direction with it. It comes to what it is that you are trying to accomplish, because you are that close. You are that close. But if you just stop, look, that's crazy. With go coming out like this. If you just stop, this is you being at a standstill because you're not sure about what you should do, which direction you should go in. Then that puts everything in a different perspective. It's different because I feel like this is like choosing between two different decisions. It's different if you choose to continue on with what it is that you want to do, because that opens up the door for opportunities. But once you close that door on doing what you want to do, the opportunities that you have is all things that you don't even want to do. And that puts you at a standstill. And it's because of you trying to control the outcome of your situation. It's because of you trying to control the outcome of your situation. You're not thinking about you're not even thinking about staying down through all of this. Because in your head, you thinking if you stay down with all of this, you're going to end up like being down and out. You're going to end up losing things behind this. So it's like you trying to control this situation. It has you in a stubborn way of being. And it's going to feel like conflict is within your life. Like I said, like life is just beating your ass. Like life is lifing. And it's because you feel like you have lost the power to control the outcome of things. And then addictions is right here. And I was going to say that earlier. And it came out like this. I was going to say that earlier because abuse came out like this. With mean-spirited, the same, like this. And I was going to say that earlier. The way that your life is going right now, it can cause you to feel like going back to old addictions. You in between whether you should stand up right here like this. You're in between whether you should continue to stay strong or whether you should go back to old ways. And I don't feel like it's full-fledged for it to be coming out like this. But I do feel like it's like you having a thought of maybe you should dibble and dabble back into whatever your addiction used to be. And it's because you don't want to be focused on the things that's not going right in your life right now. You can feel like your life is just falling into pieces, like it's just crumbling, one thing after another. You don't want to focus on that. So to not be focused on that, it had ran across your mind to dabble back into things that you used to do. You're struggling with balance at this time. You're struggling with balance. You're struggling with even being patient with yourself at this time and having harmony within your life at this time because of so much that is going on. Look, and hate is right here like this. You're struggling with that because you're thinking about how the outcome of your situation could be. You don't know if the outcome of your situation is going to be a happy one or is it going to be something that is going to be to your disliking. But I know you're sick and tired of thinking about how things are going to play out for you, though. Like I said in the beginning of this reading, you went through some type of, or you're going through some type of loss right now. You're going through some type of loss. Or this is what you feel. You feel like that's what it is. You feel like you're about to experience some type of loss. When it comes to things being at balance and and like you being able to feel at ease in your life, you don't really feel that, damn, I'm stuttering, and it could be because of financial issues. Earth sign is out here, fire and water. And it could be because of financial issues, where it's like your house is not in order. Things are not in order in your life. It's like as soon as you get the money, it's gone. As I said before, it's like you're trying to stay afloat. And you're just in between the place of contemplating on how can you get things in order in your life. You in between of preparing for what's to come, because I feel like, what is it? What's the saying? Preparing for the worst, but still praying for the best. It's like you don't want to think about that. If the worst was to happen, whatever the worst means to you, but it's like you are feeling like you should be preparing yourself just in case. This could have to do with place coming out right here. This could have to do with where you're staying. And this is somewhere that you've been staying for a while. You've been staying where, okay, so this could have to do with I feel like this is like feeling like you may lose your place. With loyalty right here, this is a place that you've been staying at for a while. And as I was saying before, like if you were to end up on hard times, you probably don't even have anyone that can help you. That's why assistance is in reverse right here. Yeah. And look, breakthrough is right here. As I said before, I feel like you're waiting on like a blessing or a miracle or something to happen. It's like a part of you feel like something is about to happen, and then another part of you feel as if though like everything is about to just crumble. Like your life is just about to fall apart. You in between trusting the process and not being sure if you could. Yeah, it has you unbalanced, as I said before, with positive energy coming out like this. So it's like you're trying to look at your situations that life has been throwing your way in a positive way, like everything happens for a reason. But then sometimes you have that negative energy where it's just like, man, and where it's like you're beating yourself up about it. Yeah. With cherish right here coming out sideways as well. Because it's like you're ready for this new beginning, the things that you've manifested, the things that you want, but you're not ready for however this is that you're going to receive it. Because sometimes when you are manifesting something, it's going to cause you old things. Yeah. With bad advice right here. Underneath at ease. I think I said this before in the beginning of the reading, where it's like you're in between your head about whether you should do something a certain way. What should you do? It's like giving advice to yourself and being in between on whether you should take the best advice that you feel that you should take due to your circumstances. And this has to do with a loss of a place, a loss of a car, some type of loss. I don't feel like this has anything to do with a person or a relationship. And that's crazy because, look, false person is right here, but I'm going to get to that. But I don't feel like this has to do anything with a person or a relationship. But, yeah. So, travel is right here. You could even be thinking about this, about traveling. False person is right there. This is someone that you're not even with anymore, but for some reason you've been contemplating on whether you should get back with this person or whether you should just continue to move on. But as I said before, this is not about a person. This is about you being focused, determined, staying focused and determined on what your goals are so that you can accomplish them. Times may be hard for you right now financially, and you're deciding maybe it won't be so much of a hardship on you financially if you do some type of traveling of some sort, instead of just staying in one place. But like I said before, it's like your need to control the situation at hand is causing you to be stubborn, and it's causing you to feel like it's so much conflict that is happening within your life, and it's because you feel like you have lost the power to control the situation. And a part of you feel like it's something that you should be preparing for, whatever this loss may be, but you just don't know. You don't know how you should prepare for it. You don't know how you should move forward. You may feel like you don't even know, you just don't know what to do. And then the card that came out is like this. It says, may not have any children with each other. But I'm going to keep it like I said. This reading is not about a person. This reading is about you and how it is important that you stay focused and determined on your goals so that you can accomplish them. And the main important thing is that you trust the process. And do not miss this jet. I was going to say this bus, but I heard, don't miss this jet. The instability that you feel, that you are having in your life right now, that's causing you this uncertainty and causing you to not know how to feel at this moment. The problem isn't as big as you may think it is. It just requires cooperation, and the cooperation is with you. It requires some cooperation so that you can go through this change. And that's the reading for today. So I close out this reading giving thanks to the universe for protection, guidance, and assistance with this reading. And I will see y'all in the next one.